Look, the easy part of becoming a seductress is your bedroom lessons. The tricky part is knowing how to evoke the same sexual excitement from men when you're not bouncing over them in bed. Are you understanding? You know, a seductress is the epitome of sexiness. All women want to be her. All men want to be with her. I want to be her as well too. I have been learning for years the art of seduction. And I will tell you that it's not. And I will tell you that it's not an easy one. But on today's episode, I will be giving you some secrets to be a seductress and the biggest traits of a seductress and, reasons to be one, because you ought to. It's essential, not just for your relationship, but for day-to-day life. Now, knowing how to be a seductress is something all women want to be, of course, but most women who want to be seductive oftentimes overlook the thin line between crass and class. Some of us think that sexiness is always associated with revealing skin, being nude, but there are far better ways to get attention and become a seductress. I mean, it feels nice to be desired by men, but it's never a great way to get attention from the opposite sex by portraying yourself as a hooker on the sidewalk. Never. Now, let me let you in on a little bit of secrets. Yeah? Have this at the back of your mind that the allure of seductive women goes far beyond their glamorous appearance or the mystic of a perfectly timed smile. It goes beyond that. As a matter of fact, it is deeply rooted in psychology. It's about engaging with the deep-seated emotions and desires of other people. You need to realize that seduction is deeply rooted. It is rooted in, basic evolutionary psychology, because our brains are wired to seek and choose mates who display qualities like confidence, charisma, and the ability to influence things and people. And these traits signal more than just social dominance or resourcefulness. These traits suggest a person who can navigate and enhance social interaction effectively, which invariably makes you highly attractive. You can see a short man who's got great charisma and you fall in love with him. He speaks so eloquently and confidently that you're madly in love with him. You don't even want to look at a man who is 6 feet tall with 6 packs. So being seductive isn't just about attracting attention. It involves a sophisticated blend of emotional intelligence and interpersonal skills. A woman who is a seductress is often smart. Now, if you're thinking, no, I don't want to be seen as seductive, allow me give you a few compelling reasons why you need to reconsider. Now, here are 6 reasons why you should embrace your seductive side as a woman. And that could be a game changer for you in all of your relationships. Number 1, it enhances social influence. Listen, a seductive woman holds some significant amount of influence over things and people. Now, by mastering the art of seduction, you can shape outcomes and sway decisions subtly and effectively, which is a powerful tool in both personal and professional spheres. Number 2, you'll be sensed as someone who has an empowered self-perception of things. See, just embracing your seductive traits can boost your self-confidence. Because when you feel powerful and in control, that confidence is visible to others and it influences how you navigate every interaction. And people will naturally trust the things that you say. Number 3, the mastery of social situation. See, seductive women are usually great at reading the room. Their ability to pick on subtle cues just allows them to respond appropriately, thereby making them invariably excellent at managing and steering social interactions. Seductive women have a better grip on social circles. Half the time they don't talk, but their silence just engulfs the room in such a way that it demands respect. or it commands respect. Number 4, you need to realize that throughout history, seductive figures have left their mark, not just for their beauty, but for their strategic minds and the power that they wield. I mean, check out from Cleopatra to modern celebrities. They show how seduction can be a pathway to influence and status. And number 5, can we talk about seduction without talking about the psychological leverage it comes with? Just understanding what makes other people tick and responding in a way that meets deep emotional needs can invariably make seductive individuals particularly very persuasive and appealing. And then number 6, it enhances your relationship. See, seduction is a powerful tool that extends beyond initial attraction. It just plays a crucial role in deepening and enriching your romantic relationships. So by being attentive and engaging and genuinely showing interest, you foster a connection that can make your partner feel valued and understood. Whether it's through thoughtfulness or thoughtful gestures, or flirtatious banter, or shared moments of vulnerability, each element adds, a layer to the relationship that keeps the passion alive. To understand how to be a seductress in a sexy but yet discreet way, you need to pay attention to your bedroom lessons. Yes. You can't really be a seductress when you're still an amateur in the bed. I mean, like, it defies the whole point of being a seductress or a sex goddess. Look, the easy part of becoming a seductress is your bedroom lessons. The tricky part is knowing how to evoke the same sexual excitement from men when you're not bouncing over them in bed. Are you understanding? So understand that part, and you're well on your way to becoming a sexy seductress who can wrap any man around her pinky, even when you're not even trying to impress a man. So here are some few tips that can help you make a difference in the right direction and become the sexy seductress that you've always wanted to be. Number 1, you need to learn to be two-faced. I'm sure you didn't see that coming. Let me explain what I mean by being two-faced. Now, when you're at work, you need to be serious and focus on climbing the next elusive points in the corporate ladder. You don't need to pretend to be dumb to get attention from a hot guy. You know why? Because men try to use women who they assume are dumb or easy to get. You, on the other hand, you are going to be a seductress, one who is desired by all and one who's never easy to get. A sexy woman who doesn't flirt at work will deflate the hearts of many men. But it will also make them desire you. It will make them admire and take sneaky glance at you while you're working with all seriousness. You're not mixing business with pleasure. And as soon as the work is over, you're losing your collar and you take your jacket off and let your hair down, especially when there are men around. And then you pretend like you haven't noticed any man looking at you. See, men find nothing sexier than a woman who can transform from being an inhibiting, closed-up woman by day end to a sexy and radiant seductress who smiles and flirts with the men around and suddenly transforms herself into a burst of fresh and flirty energy. Like you're done with work and then it's time to play. Have you ever seen those sexy transforming teachers or nuns or nurses in those ads? After they get off their uniform or their work clothes, their hair all put down, and you're looking at how natural they are, how relatable they are. And you're wondering, how did they flip the switch all of a sudden? And they know how to flip their switches from being serious to being unserious. That's exactly what men want. Men love a sexy transformation. So reveal your two extreme sides, the workaholic side and the sexy girl alter ego. And you'll have men swooning around your office door every time, every evening, because they know that that's when you let your hair down. Number 2, show skin and play coy. Every once in a while, when you're bending low to pick something up, or you're walking on a street wearing a slightly revealing top, use that coy flasher move to win a guy's heart, especially the guy that you're gunning for. So when you walk up to talk to a guy, take a second to discreetly just adjust your bra strap or bend low to adjust your heel. Now, any guy who is into women would involuntarily try to take a peek. You don't even need to adjust anything if you're wearing something that leaves a bit of room for a peek now and then. But just as he sees it, catch him in the act and cover yourself up in a cute and obvious manner. Don't pretend like you didn't see him watching, and don't shy away from it. To make this easy seductress move work, you need to show skin and cover it back up with a shy, mischievous smile and a line like, "Oops, you shouldn't have seen that." You know, by doing that, you're letting him know that you're okay with him taking a little peep, and you're also smiling mysteriously, which leaves him wondering about the awkward moment. But if you do give him a sexy, flirty smile, that moment will go straight into his sexy thoughts for a lonely night with you. Number 3, you need to create your own sexy expressions. You know, expressions are everything, and it can make all the difference between a seductress and an ugly duckling. So if you want to know how to be a seductress, you need to work on your sexy expressions. Like, I know my sexy expression. Sometimes it's around my lips. But then again, this is something that you would have to spend a few weeks to master, to figure out what your seductive moves are. When you do master this art the right way, you will find men wanting to have conversations with you no matter where you go. And whenever you find a bit of time in your hands, right, stand in front of a mirror and watch your own expressions, be it a smile or a laugh or even a frown, and figure out how sexy you look when you make all of these expressions. Do you like the way your face look when you wink or you smile mischievously? Do you like how you keep your lips apart? You need to realize that some of the sexiest seductresses may have been born with perfect smiles and cute winks, but in almost all cases, it took a lot of practicing in front of the mirror to create their own sexy expressions. So you have to stand in front of the mirror to figure out what your sexy expressions are and master it. Create your own sexy expressions. The thinking expression with a pen in your lips, the mischievous expression with a slight tilt of your neck, or the way you lick your lips could be sexy, or the way you bite your lips can be sexy. Use it. Practice. Use it. Practice in the mirror and practice and use it. But you have to be subtle when you're sharing these things. It should come out naturally, not like you're doing it intentionally. That's what makes you the real sex goddess. That the man thinks that these things just come naturally. You're not forcing it. Well, all this while, you're doing it intentionally, but it looks natural. Take for instance, someone is talking to me and there is a way I keep my lips, and at the end of the day, I just say something or I just bite my lips. I talk, and I just know this in no peace that every man wants to be with a sex goddess and every woman wants to be one. But then who is a sex goddess, really? And what makes her so different from the others?